Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kazuri Alameen. I have a quick negative wisdom I want to share to help somebody. I just finished speaking with a person who is dealing and working through trauma recovery. Trauma recovery is very serious. The definition for trauma is to deal with severe physical injury. Severe physical injury. Of course, everybody got a different level of severe. But one of the definitions of trauma, I should say, is to deal with severe physical injury, deeply upsetting emotional or psychological experiences, deeply upsetting emotional or psychological experiences that causes lasting damage. And both of these definitions are true. I also like to put in there any kind of abuse causes trauma, sexual abuse, food abuse, physical abuse. And these dynamics can cause long-term damage to an individual. Yes, it's good to get help to the best of your life. It's good to get help. I'm not anti that by no means. So I would encourage you to, if you're dealing with any of these dynamics, strive to get you some help. But what you experience is real. And I couldn't find a lot of people, especially in these days of social media, podcasters, they're talking about trauma or abuse, and they have no damn idea what they're talking about. A lot of these people got big followings. I'm not speaking from jealousy. I'm not about that. I got 40 years experience of working in this trade. I got 40 years experience, so I know what I'm talking about. So I see a lot of people every day get damaged listening to people who don't know what they're talking about. Trauma, deeply upsetting psychological, emotional experience. And this thing can stay with you for a lifetime. You get better. It's something that you heal through it. It's a process. And I want you to be mindful that everybody got a different DNA. So what works for you might not work for him, and what works for him might not work for her. And that's totally okay. We all got a different DNA. But the substance of trauma is very, very powerful. Very powerful. So I want to encourage you, if you need some help, please go get it to the best of your ability. Hopefully you'll get somebody who knows what they're talking about to help you through it. I want to encourage you not to go inside of yourself and feel guilty, shame, that you should be over it by now or you should be here by now. It's a process, and anything we go through, ladies and gentlemen, we got to heal through it. You can't run away from it. It ain't gonna run away from you. You're gonna have moments where you feel okay with working through your trauma recovery, and the next day you might not feel as good. That's okay. It's a process. But I want to encourage you: don't let nobody rush you, and don't you rush yourself. It's a process. When you're going through severe emotions, deeply and emotional and psychological scars that you're working through, that's trauma. It's real. So it's the thing that only you'll know when you're in your recovery. Yes, it's good to get help. I'm not anti that by no means. Please hear me. But you got to know where you at, and it's something that you must work through at your own pace, not at somebody else's pace, not at some minister's pace, not at some guru's pace, not at some therapist's pace. You must work through at your own pace. And I got to keep this thing 100. The guru, the minister, the therapist, they hadn't been where you've been with your trauma. So nobody knows how you feel on the inside. One of the things that allows trauma not to be able to be as effective as it should be, because we're looking outside of ourselves, that this dynamic has to take place on the inside. Yes, learn from others, but even in trauma, in life, you're with yourself all the time. Nobody knows how you feel but you. Nobody knows how you feel but you, and that makes perfect sense, because hell, you're with you all the time. So don't let nobody rush you, and don't you rush yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Trauma is a powerful dynamic. And I run across this thing every week. People who are getting re-traumatized, listening to people who don't know what they're talking about. And once again, I've been doing this for 40 years. I've been in the trenches before podcasters, before coaches. So I've been working with people, helping them to be able to work through. And it's a process. So don't be hard on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. When you need to pull up and breathe, look at it differently, please do. Trauma. There's a lot of people now, people who got manipulated, and you got people who are making profit off of your trauma. Say it again, because you're for the people in the third row. People who are making profit, P-R-O-F-I-T, off your trauma. And if you're not conscious, you end up being re-traumatized and traumatizing yourself again, because there are a lot of diabolical minds out here where people are making record money off of your trauma. And then they'll try to convince you to make money off your trauma. That's diabolical. This is a pure dynamic, severe. Take your time and work through it at your own pace. It's very, very important, ladies. I see so many people every day that get re-traumatized, manipulated, bamboozled, hoodwinked, listening to people who don't know, once again, what the hell they're talking about. I'm about empowering minds and teaching change to spiritual beings having a brief human experience. I'm about helping people. And this is something you got to work through at your own pace. So please, ma'am, please, sir, trauma, that deeply distressing, emotional, psychological experience is real. Work through it at your own pace. You're going to find out some interventions going to work for you, some not going to work for you. Those that don't work, you're moving. But you can only get there by moving. This don't work for me, this work for me. You can only find out by going to see what works for you. But don't be so hard on yourself. Please, ma'am, and please, sir. It's so very vital. I'm tired of seeing people getting manipulated. I'm tired of seeing people getting damaged. Once again, I'm not anti-social media by no means. Don't misunderstand me. But there's a lot of slick marketing campaigns out here. People trying to get clickbait and likes and how many followers they got. And they're damaging a lot of people. That frustrates me. So strive to get with people who know what they're talking about as you're healing through. Please hear me. Healing through your trauma, not their trauma. Healing through your trauma. Take your time with it. It's a process. Peace.